The second FDA-approved COVID-19 vaccine arrives here in Spokane. We'll break down how it's being put to use in our region.
As we close in on Christmas Day, it looks like there might be a chance for a white Christmas in the inland Northwest as I'm tracking how much snow will fall heading into the weekend.
No one's going to let us have 70 people in our auditorium until it's actually safe to do so, nor do we want to.
The curtains have remained closed for arts organizations in our area. We caught up with a local theater group to see how they're managing and how the stimulus package may offer the lifeline they need. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us here tonight. Mark and Whitney are off. Breaking news right now, Spokane has received its first shipment of the Moderna vaccine. That is the second vaccine that received emergency use authorization from the FDA for the fight against COVID. Here's what we know right now. Spokane County received 15,800 doses. This afternoon, Multicare confirmed it has received its first shipment of the Moderna vaccine and vaccinations have begun today for staff at Rockwood Clinic, Valley and Deaconess Hospitals. In addition to making the vaccine available to its most high-risk healthcare staff, Multicare says it's also holding 20% of its allocations for other frontline workers, including firefighters and EMTs. As of today, more than 30,000 COVID vaccine shots have been given to high-risk healthcare workers across Washington state. And with new shipments of the Moderna vaccine arriving in the state, that vaccine will be rolled out to long-term care facilities that registered with the CDC's long-term care program, and that starts on Monday.
We are so excited about this rapid progress because it means we are starting to save lives.
In the state, COVID-19 transmission is plateauing but hasn't decreased enough. Washington is seeing a downturn in number of tests done and in the number of positive tests. Daily hospital admissions of COVID-19 patients have been relatively flat statewide since the start of December. And for most of us, we probably won't get a dose of the vaccine until at least spring. The government says the general population can likely begin getting the shots in March. Officials say they have purchased enough doses to vaccinate every American by the end of June. In the meantime, for the latest vaccine update so that you can stay up to speed, just text the word vaccine to that number right there on your screen. Today, Kootenai Health announced it's treating a record high number of COVID-19 patients. Right now, Kootenai is caring for 91 COVID patients, 28 of them requiring critical care. They've now created 3 COVID units to treat these patients and has all canceled elective surgeries until at least January 10th to make sure they have enough staff and space. We did ask the hospital about their capacity and whether they will need to divert patients, but haven't yet heard back. As families look to celebrate the holidays, Kootenai Health is urging people to celebrate safely and follow CDC guidelines to prevent the spread of the virus. In the meantime, the Panhandle Health District reporting 205 new coronavirus cases today. That brings the total number of cases just over 15,000. 4 new deaths have also been reported. In Spokane, the Spokane Regional Health District reporting 381 new cases. That brings the total number of cases to over 24,000 since the pandemic began. 3 new deaths have been reported. Currently, 67 people are hospitalized. As more vaccines make their way to the inland Northwest, the Spokane Regional Health District says they're cautiously optimistic regarding local coronavirus case rates, but they warn that with Christmas just days away, people should still be on guard. They say you should only celebrate with those in your household. Meanwhile, as KREM 2's Taylor Vider reports, local health leaders are warning of the mental toll the pandemic is having on some.
We know that holidays were going to be a little bit different, but there is light at the end of the tunnel.
That light, according to the Spokane Regional Health District, comes in the form of better coronavirus treatments, more testing, and now more vaccines. That includes more doses of the Pfizer vaccine and additionally Moderna's vaccine.
Because in some ways, the vaccines are a holiday gift for all of us, which I think is very important.
The health district adds that some local COVID stats are looking better across the county, and daily case numbers in recent days have gone down slightly too.
I'm cautiously optimistic, but I'm going to wrap that with a big caveat, which basically means now is not the time to release the public health guidance.
And with that comes more guidance for the holidays. Like Thanksgiving, the health district is recommending that you celebrate Christmas with just those from your household. If you're indoors with others from outside your household, the health district suggests wearing a mask and practicing social distancing.
Now is actually time to be very compliant with it.
But the health district added that they realize that's not easy. In fact, health leaders cited a statewide advisory that warned of rising suicide attempts across Washington.
In general, I think mental health and wellness of the community is something that I've been worried about a little bit because of the stress and the pressure that this pandemic is putting on all.
In order to stay resilient during the pandemic, the health district suggested volunteering with local organizations and giving back to others. In Spokane, Taylor Vito, KREM 2 News.
In a surprise move, President Trump last night demanded Congress revise the $900 billion COVID relief legislation it recently passed. The president is suggesting it's just not enough for struggling Americans.
And to send me a suitable bill, or else the next administration will have to deliver a COVID relief package.
And it was mostly Republicans who opposed higher stimulus payments. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says she wants to bring a standalone bill to increase the payments, but it requires Republican leadership to agree. The president didn't go so far as to threaten to veto the legislation. It did pass with a large enough margin that allows lawmakers to override a veto.
We do not have an unlimited checking account.
So who will get this next round of payments? First, if you make less than $75,000 a year, $600 will be sent to every adult and dependent. It also extends funds for the state that were going to run out soon, like extension of the pandemic unemployment compensation into April, continuation of rental assistance, and another year to fully utilize the CARES Act funds. Okay, taking a break from the headline, talking about weather now. We may not get a white Christmas this year, but there is a chance of snow on the way. Meteorologist Thomas Patrick in now to tell us what we can expect for the holiday. Hey there, Thomas.
Hey there. It might not be the traditional sense of a white Christmas where the snow starts to fall on Christmas Eve when Santa's delivering his gifts, waking up to the coating of snow on Christmas morning. Maybe we get it right at the very end of the holidays. I'll show you what I mean in just a moment. We take a live look outside. The Christmas lights are on the U.S. Pavilion at Riverfront Park. The Merry Christmas logo on the clock tower there. It's 31 degrees on a very calm but overall pretty pleasant day. We had lots of sunshine, but it will be fairly cold for tonight. In fact, without that cloud cover, it's going to be a bit colder than it has been in recent days, just into the teens waking up tomorrow morning. But here's our next weather systems. You see a spinning low pressure over the Gulf of Alaska. That's right here. I label that as the L. And then we have this plume of moisture that's still moving up from the southwest. That's going to deliver our precipitation come Christmas Day, or very late in the day, I should say. But nonetheless, our future tracker does have snow plotted for the inland northwest, while the timestamp does say Friday, December 25th. So coming up, I'm going to time out this weather system, show you how much snow is in the works for the area heading into the rest of the holiday weekend.
All right, Thomas, very exciting news there. All right, still to come here on KREM 2 News. We are remembering our best moments of 2020. Tonight, we'll take you back to that special moment when Steve Gleason was awarded the Congressional Gold Medal. But before we go to break, take a look at these Christmas lights photos. Wow, the Inland Northwest sure knows how to get festive this time of the year. If you want to show off your extravagant Christmas light display, just send them our way. It's pretty easy. All you have to do is download the KREM 2 mobile app and submit your photos of videos through the Near Me section on the app. We'll be right back.